Finish this page. If you have any questions, hopefully this tutorial can help. All right, I'm going to zoom in and start with number 1. So I'm looking at different properties. All right, I'm going to take a look at all my properties because process of elimination is a good way to figure out what the answer is. I'm going to look at the identity properties. There's 2 identity properties. One is multiplication and one is addition. An identity tells me like an ID, like a picture of myself, like I'm looking at myself. So I'm thinking it's numbers that mirror themselves, like this, it equals the same number, and this one equals the same number. And I see that this one is multiplication and this one is addition, so it must be that they match up that way, right? And then let's go to the commutative property. And I'm also going to do the associative property at the same time. And I'm going to put little parentheses around the associative property. Because the commutative and associative property are very similar. But with associative, Miss Webb once said this, and I thought it was really good. She associates with her friends. So like you put parentheses because this is my group of friends, right? These are who I'm with and I hang out. So associative property of addition means that there's going to be some parentheses and I can move them around however I want because it's addition. And same with multiplication. The associative property of multiplication means that there will be parentheses, but I can move them around however I want because it's all multiplication. So I'm looking at the parentheses. This one seems to be for multiplication. And this one seems to be like it would be for addition, right? And then the last one I have is the commutative property of multiplication and the commutative property of addition. So I'm going to stick this one with the multiplication. And I believe this one goes over here to addition. All right. So let's move on to number 2. Here we're definitely going to be using, Here we're definitely going to be using the, what is it called? PEMDAS, the order of operation. PEMDAS. I like to circle my M and my D because multiplication and division go together. And I like to circle my addition and subtraction because addition and subtraction go together. That means you do them in whatever order they come from right to left. Okay, so let's take a look here. I'm going to start with P parentheses, 12 plus 2, that is 14. So I have 55 minus 14, and 55 minus 14 does equal 41. So that's a yes. Let's take a look at this. I'm again going to start with my parentheses. I've got 14 minus 4, which is 10. I'm going to bring everything else down. 25 plus 10 divided by 5. Now, next comes multiplication and division. So I'm going to do this first. 10 divided by 5, and 10 divided by 5 is 2. Rewrite this. 25 plus 2 does equal 27. So this is also yes. Nice. Moving on to, the last problem. With the last problem, I'm going to draw a picture here to help me. It says that Carmine buys 8 plates for $1 each, and he also buys 4 bowls that cost twice as much as each plate. So I guess the bowls must be $2 if the plates are $1. And it says the store is having a sale that gives Carmine $3 off of the bowls. So it must be if you buy a bunch, you get $3 off. So I'm going to have to do minus 3 at the end. All right, so I'm going to start with 8 plates, and I'm just going to draw this for my 8 plates. And I'm going to put $1 in each one because they each cost $1. And then I've got 4 bowls. 1, 2, 3, 4. And these each cost $2. But in the end, I'm going to get to go -3 on this one because it says I get $3 off, which is cool. All right, so I'm going to start with these, looking at A, B, C, and D. I'm going to try process of elimination. So I have my 8 plates for $1. This says 8 plates for $1, so I'm keeping it. This says 8 plates for $1, keeping it. This says 8 plates for $1, keeping it. This says 8 plates for $4 each. That's not correct. I'm saying D is out. All right. Next thing I'm looking at is 4 bowls for $2 each. This one says 4 bowls for $16. That doesn't make sense to me, so no. This says 4 bowls for 16. Well, this says, I'm not sure about that. This says $4, 4 bowls, $2 each. Cool, keeping that. Then subtract the 3. This looks nice to me. I'm going to come back to this. I see what they're doing. They must have gotten the 4 bowls. See, actually 4 bowls with $4 each, but that's not the right thing. So, yep, this is out too. Looks like C is the winner. Alrighty. And I'm going to stop here and go on to the next recording for the next page.